Have you ever felt like you're constantly reacting to the world around you, never truly in control? Like people, situations, and even your own thoughts are dictating your emotions and actions. That feeling of being at the mercy of external chaos is more common than you think. But what if I told you that real control doesn't come from changing what's happening around you? It comes from changing how you choose to respond. In this video, we're going to dive into how your automatic reactions, emotional triggers, and obsession with control might be keeping you stuck. More importantly, I'll show you how to transform your perception, work with your shadow, and build an unshakable mind. If you're tired of feeling trapped in this cycle, keep watching. Today, you'll discover how to take back the power over your life. Some people seem to glide through chaos, insults, and adversity as if they're coated in armor. It's not that they don't feel the sting of life's challenges, it's that they've mastered how to respond. Their secret lies in how they perceive the world around them. Instead of reacting impulsively, they pause, assess, and choose their response consciously. For instance, imagine someone cutting you off in traffic. While most would explode in frustration, these individuals simply shrug it off, recognizing that their peace is worth more than a fleeting moment of anger. This ability to remain unshaken isn't magic. It's a skill rooted in self-awareness and emotional resilience. They've cultivated a mindset that doesn't rely on external validation or control. When faced with insults or criticism, they don't crumble because they've built their sense of worth internally. It's like having a fortress within, one that shields them from the storms of life. But how do they achieve this level of mastery? The answer lies in understanding that our reactions to the external world are often a reflection of our internal state. Carl Jung believed that the external world is a mirror of our internal state. When something triggers you, be it a rude comment, a frustrating situation, or even someone's success, it's not the event itself causing the reaction. It's what that event awakens within you. For example, if someone's arrogance irritates you, it might be because a part of you fears being perceived as arrogant or struggles with self-worth. These emotional reactions are like breadcrumbs, leading you to unresolved parts of your psyche. Think of it this way. Life is constantly holding up a mirror, showing you what needs healing. Frustrations, irritations, and emotional triggers aren't enemies, they're messengers. They reveal the areas where your inner world is out of alignment. Instead of blaming the external world, imagine asking yourself, why does this bother me so much? This simple act of self-inquiry can open the door to profound self-awareness and emotional freedom. And as you'll see, this awareness is the first step toward dismantling the illusion of control over the external world. Most people spend their lives trying to control things that are simply beyond their reach. Other people's opinions, outcomes of situations, even the weather. This desperate grasp for control often leads to frustration and suffering. The truth is, the only thing we truly have control over is our perception. Imagine being stuck in traffic. You can't control the cars, the drivers, or the delay, but you can control how you perceive the situation. You can either stew in anger or use the time to listen to an inspiring podcast or practice mindfulness. The illusion of external control is a trap that keeps us chasing the unattainable. It's like trying to hold water in your hands. It always slips away. True power lies in shifting your focus inward, mastering your reactions, and letting go of the need to manipulate the external world. When you stop trying to control everything outside of you, you free up energy to focus on what truly matters, your inner peace. And this is where the real work begins. Facing the parts of yourself you've been avoiding. Carl Jung introduced the concept of the shadow, the parts of ourselves we bury, deny, or avoid because they're uncomfortable to face. But here's the catch. These hidden aspects don't disappear. Instead, they show up as emotional triggers, self-sabotage, or patterns we can't seem to break. For instance, if you constantly feel jealous of others' success, it might be a sign that you've suppressed your own ambitions or fear failure. Shadow work is about shining a light on these hidden corners of your psyche and understanding what they're trying to tell you. Acknowledging your shadow isn't easy. It requires courage and radical honesty. But the rewards are immense. Each emotional trigger becomes an opportunity for growth rather than a source of pain. Next time you feel anger, jealousy, or insecurity, pause and ask yourself, what is this really about? What part of me needs attention? By embracing your shadow, you begin to reclaim your wholeness and dismantle the power these hidden aspects have over your life. And, as you'll discover, This process is key to breaking free from automatic reactions. Have you ever noticed how quickly emotions like anger, sadness, or frustration can take over? It's almost as if they have a life of their own. That's because, for most people, emotional reactions are automatic. Their habits formed over years of conditioning. Imagine someone cutting in line at the grocery store. Without thinking, you might feel a surge of irritation or even snap at them. But here's the thing. It's not the event itself that causes the reaction. It's your interpretation of it. You've given the situation power over your peace. These automatic reactions often stem from unresolved emotions or beliefs buried deep in your subconscious. The good news? You can break free from this cycle. The next time you feel a strong emotional response, try pausing for just a moment. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this worth my energy? What's really going on here? This small act of awareness can interrupt the pattern and give you the power to respond consciously. And as you'll see, this conscious response is the gateway to true emotional freedom. True emotional freedom begins when you stop clinging to the need for approval, control, or predictability. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop letting external circumstances dictate your inner peace. Think about it. How often do you let a bad day at work or a critical comment ruin your mood? Detachment is the ability to acknowledge these events without letting them dominate your emotional state. It's like being in the eye of a storm, calm, centered, and unaffected by the chaos around you. Detachment also involves letting go of the illusion that you can control everything. Life is unpredictable, and trying to micromanage it only leads to frustration. Instead, focus on what you can control: your thoughts, your reactions, and your energy. For example, if someone criticizes you, instead of spiraling into self-doubt, you can choose to see it as their perspective, not your truth. This shift in mindset not only protects your peace, but also strengthens your emotional resilience. And as you'll soon discover, this resilience is the foundation of a truly unshakable mind. An unshakable mind is like a fortress, strong, resilient, and immune to the chaos of the outside world. People with this inner strength don't need to control others or their environment because they've mastered their own reactions. Imagine someone criticizing your work. Instead of feeling defensive or crushed, you calmly assess whether the feedback is useful or not. This level of emotional mastery commands respect and naturally draws others toward you, not because you seek validation, but because your stability inspires trust. What makes these individuals so powerful is their ability to find balance within themselves. They don't crumble under pressure because they've built their foundation on self-awareness and self-mastery. They've learned to respond, not react, to life's challenges. This doesn't mean they're emotionless. It means they've trained themselves to channel their emotions constructively. And as you'll see, this strength isn't just about staying calm. It's about transforming how you see the world and using perception as a tool for growth. The world around you is neutral. It's neither good nor bad. What gives it meaning is the lens through which you view it. Two people can experience the same event, yet interpret it in completely different ways. For example, losing a job might devastate one person, while another sees it as an opportunity to start fresh. The difference lies in perception. By shifting how you interpret situations, you can transform not only your reactions, but also the outcomes in your life. This shift in perception isn't about ignoring reality. It's about choosing a perspective that empowers you. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, view them as lessons or stepping stones. The next time something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This simple question can turn frustration into growth. And as you'll soon realize, the more you refine your perception, the less you'll feel the need to control everything around you. A lesson that leads us directly to the dangers of obsessive control. The harder you try to control everything around you, the more resistance you create. It's like trying to hold on to sand. The tighter your grip, the more it slips through your fingers. Many people spend their energy trying to micromanage outcomes, whether it's a relationship, a career goal, or even how others perceive them. But this obsession with control often backfires, leading to frustration, burnout, and a sense of emotional incompetence. Think about it. How often do things go exactly as planned? Rarely, right? The truth is, life flows better when you stop forcing it. Ironically, the more you let go of the need to control, the more things seem to fall into place. This doesn't mean you stop caring or taking action. It means you stop resisting what is imagined trying to control the behavior of a difficult coworker. Instead of obsessing over their actions, focus on how you can respond in a way that protects your peace. This shift not only reduces stress, but also empowers you to navigate life with greater ease. And, as neuroscience reveals, this change in mindset can literally rewire your brain for emotional resilience. Emotional reactions aren't just random, they're deeply wired into your brain. Over time, repeated emotional responses create neural pathways, making those reactions automatic. For instance, if you've spent years reacting with anger to criticism, your brain has essentially built a shortcut for that response. But here's the exciting part: your brain is adaptable. Through practices like mindfulness and cognitive restructuring, you can rewire those pathways and create new habits of emotional resilience. Think of it like this: your brain is a garden, and every thought or reaction is a seed. If you keep watering the seeds of anger or frustration, they'll grow into strong, invasive weeds. But if you consciously choose to water seeds of calmness and self-awareness, you'll cultivate a thriving, peaceful mind. Techniques like meditation, journaling, or even pausing to take a deep breath during stressful moments can help you break old patterns. And as you'll see, this practice of observing your emotions without reacting is a cornerstone of the observer mindset. Imagine stepping outside of yourself for a moment, watching your thoughts and emotions as if you were observing someone else. This is the essence of the inner observer, a mindset that allows you to detach from automatic reactions and view your experiences with clarity. Instead of being swept away by anger, fear, or frustration, you pause and ask, what's really happening here? For example, if someone insults you, the observer within you notices the insult but doesn't immediately react. It's like watching a storm from a safe distance rather than standing in the rain. This practice isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about understanding them. By observing your triggers, you can uncover the deeper beliefs and fears driving your reactions. Maybe that insult hurt because it touched on an insecurity you've been avoiding. The inner observer helps you analyze these moments without judgment, turning them into opportunities for growth. And as you strengthen this mindset, you'll find yourself less controlled by the external world and more empowered to choose your responses consciously. The moment you realize you don't have to react to everything around you is the moment you reclaim your power. Most people live in a constant state of reactivity, allowing external events to dictate their mood, energy, and decisions. But what if you could pause and choose your response instead? For example, imagine someone cutting you off in traffic. Instead of letting anger consume you, you could take a deep breath and think, this isn't worth my peace. That simple shift puts you back in control. This ability to observe rather than react is what builds true personal power. It's not about suppressing emotions, but about mastering them. When you stop being a puppet to the world's chaos, you gain the freedom to act with intention. You become the calm in the storm, the person who others look to for stability. And as you'll see, there's a paradoxical freedom that comes when you stop clinging to control and start flowing with life instead. It's ironic, isn't it? The more you try to control life, the more chaotic it feels. But when you loosen your grip, things often start to fall into place. Letting go of control doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting the process and focusing on what you can influence: your mindset, your reactions, and your energy. Imagine trying to force a relationship to work. The more you push, the more resistance you create. But when you step back and allow things to unfold naturally, harmony often finds its way back. This paradoxical freedom is rooted in trust. Trust in yourself and in life's flow. When you stop obsessing over outcomes, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and open the door to unexpected opportunities. It's like swimming with the current instead of against it. The energy you save can be redirected toward growth, creativity, and joy. And as you'll see, this shift in perspective isn't just liberating. It's the key to living a life of balance, peace, and emotional mastery. Taking control of your life doesn't mean controlling everything around you. It means mastering your inner world. By understanding your triggers, shifting your perception, and letting go of the need to control, you can create a life of emotional freedom and resilience. Remember, the power to change starts with small, intentional steps. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these insights resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to know your perspective. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Together, we can create a community of growth and support. Thank you for watching, and remember, the journey to an unshakable mind starts with you.